Okay, in this video, I'm going to break down everything that I've learned after spending 120,000 on courses, consultants, and of course, testing that stuff that I've learned in real businesses in the real world. Now, honestly, after spending all of that money, I don't think it goes past these 10 sort of frameworks, 10 funnels, 10 processes, at least from any businesses online who are doing very, very well and doing very good numbers. You look at the clues, you look at the breadcrumbs, it's always one of these. And I'm going to show you every single part of it from, the pages all the way through to some KPIs as well. So let's get stuck in. So first things first, you've probably heard of the lead magnet funnel. Now this is just, of course, as it sounds, you're giving away a lead magnet on a page. You've got a video here sort of previewing it. This is my client Dan. You have the big headline, kind of, do you want this thing with a question mark? And then you have it here, get started with it. Exact ab workouts I've been using for years to get result, get ready, click play and get the button. Now, one of the best ways to run this funnel is deliver it via email. The video here, actually, when you click on it, the opt-in form opens up and they put their information in, and then they get taken to a page where it's like, okay, did you enjoy that? Like it's in your inbox type thing. In the meantime, why don't you watch this video here? So we have a headline and it's like it's on its way to your inbox. But while I've got you here, watch this video. And you could put anything you want here, but sometimes this is a VSL, which we'll cover shortly. And it's just a video just saying, hey, if you're this type of person and you're already interested in one of our trainings or one of our 3 things, look, I help guys like you do X, Y, Z. Here's exactly how it works. And before you know it, you could potentially get them to book a call right here. So that's the side where you could escalate this even further. Obviously, the key thing here is making sure you deliver value for the customer who has opted in. But the next thing really is, like from an email automation standpoint, is for the next 7 days, you're going to provide value. So everybody's different with this, but the way that I would recommend you do it is you deliver the thing via email. And then day 2, you can, hey, I hope you've been enjoying the free thing that I gave you. While I've got you, did you know that guys struggle with 1, 2, and 3? Which one of these probably is, what you struggle with most? Because here's my client, John, who was struggling with each of these things, and we helped him do X, Y, Z, and now he's got this transformation and doing amazing. Speak to you soon. Talk to you tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to share another amazing hack for other thing they want. So for ab training, we might go back workout, shoulder workout, whatever it might be on day 3. So day 2, story. Day 3, we can provide more value in the form of like maybe even another lead magnet, but obviously just give them it, don't make them opt in. So provide more value. Day 4 is when you can start to like shift beliefs. So you may want to send some emails here where it just shifts the belief. Guys who go to the gym and train arms and avoid legs, here's why you're not burning body fat, for example. You want to shift the belief of the marketer. So for me, it might say something like, the reason that you're up and down with business all the time is because all you do is charge in full. Now, we want something that we call an 80-20 split, the MRR model, where you do 80-20. And they'll be like, oh, what is that? So I'm also introducing my own unique selling point here, but I'm also shifting a belief, okay? And then day 5, you can come back in here with another amazing client success story. This client went from that to that, they built muscle and they did X, Y, Z. Day 6, this is anything here, but you could tell your story. Might be a good thing to do here. Tell your story, how you're not this pure polished article that people think you are. You had your struggles, you overcame them, this is what you did. And then day 7, this is where you can make an offer. Where you can just be like, hey, hope you've enjoyed my emails. I'm taking on a couple of guys this month to, get fit, get abs, blah, 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 in time for big time frame. And there you go. And that right there is the lead magnet funnel. Really, really simple landing page, opt-in form, and then you deliver a series of emails over that time. Obviously, there's some back-end stuff here, like you want to tag people with a specific automation, just to say, in Dan's example here, it would be abs. So he's downloaded, this particular customer has downloaded the abs free training. And that is the lead magnet funnel. Moving on, we have the follower to client funnel. I've got a full training on this in the YouTube channel. But you could see here, this is Cheryl's page. She's got it primed. It is a follower to client funnel. Now, what we're doing here is we're running follower ads to this page. So we want to make sure that the page is optimized. We, of course, have the bio here. We have pin posts, which is, a statement for the target market, including personal journey. We have a relatable fitness journey for Cheryl, so that our market understand. And then we have clear client results coming through. This just highlights the sort of funnel. Again, I cover this fully in another video. And then we have a full SOP for this for B2B and B2C businesses we help. So obviously, when we install this for our clients, we then go through the full SOP section for tracking KPIs, and we work towards those things as well. So you typically run this on Facebook and Instagram, probably Instagram in most cases. So that's one of the funnels that we pull out for our online businesses. Next, we have a book a call funnel, which is, of course, a direct VSL, where it's a video sales letter, where you drive people to it. You have the big headline, you have your video there, VSL here. This one particularly is about 9 minutes long. And then you have book your call. Here's who it's for. Here's who it can help. When they hit this book your demo call, it takes them to a qualifying form. And in here, this either qualifies people or it disqualifies people to get to this next stage, which is book a call. So depending on their answers, they'll go to disqualify message that will just present to them because they haven't qualified. If they qualify, they'll go to this section where they book a call. And then after that, they go to the thank you page. So thank you for booking a call. Please watch this before the call. And in this clip here, I'm just explaining, what the call is going to be about, what to expect. Make sure you accept the calendar invite. Please show up on time. Here's what I'll be like. Here's what I'll do on the call. I'll break everything down, just so that the potential client is prepared and ready for it. And then a bunch of client results. Again, we've got our SOPs here for tracking it to make sure it's profitable and a 3-4x ad spend return. When you would use this, you typically, I would always advise building this. You don't necessarily have to drive paid traffic to it just yet if you not get the budget for it. But I definitely recommend always having your main VSL page that clients can go deeper into what you do. And then eventually you want to run traffic to that, whether it's warm or cold traffic. Next is pretty self-explanatory. We have a website here. In particular, this is mine, the MRR agency. We have a question right at the start that then opens up the main page. You're not going to do much in terms of driving traffic to this, but what I would always suggest with your website, it can be a good funnel for some businesses. So you want to make sure this website is obviously optimized for, tracking, SEO, all of that good stuff, so that, if you do rely on your website to bring you in sales, then of course it's a funnel. It's a funnel that you can make money on, and you want to optimize it. And what you can also do with your funnel, if you've got the type of business where you don't make a lot of money through your website, then you want to make sure you've got at least a one-time landing page or a one-time offer page. So here's, for example, the funnel / website that we built for a puppy yoga, which is just, of course, here's what it's like, here's what you're doing. And this is just a one-time thing that it'll be periodically. But in terms of what you can do with websites is just, let's say you have an offer on your service for the month. Change your website to suit that offer so all the traffic is congruent across paid, organic, when they search you. And then you just change it back. You can just create a temporary page that just makes sure that that's the thing you're pushing. Okay. No real SOPs for that apart from, of course, long-term play in terms of tracking and pixel, making sure we can track people. So that's the website. And then we have another one where you can kind of retarget to buy. So let's say, for example, you have got people on your website, you're starting to build up a good list of people. Maybe you've got people who visit your Instagram page, you've got a stack of a retargeting list, whatever that looks like, IG engagers, website visitors, and you're going to take that list and you're just going to send them this page to buy something, where they just connect to Stripe, because they're a really, really warm audience. They know you, they like you, they trust you, and you're just going to go and get some purchases from those people. Next is the organic profile funnel. So this is something I've covered before, but this is essentially your Instagram profile. Your profile is a funnel, quite simply. We have top 3 pin posts, we have who you are, we have what you do, and we have proof that you deliver. So your story, your values, what makes you different, your method, your offer, why it works, client results, case studies, screenshots, all that good stuff. And then you have a signature long form video. In my case, I've got the TED Talk that I've done. And And then I have the category creator post where announcing, the first ever MRR agency. And then we have lifestyle videos to obviously show your lifestyle, your freedom, your travels, that good stuff. And then signature intellectual property or framework. So, you've already framed your words. So essentially this is everything that you're doing organically and having it nailed down. I can't tell you how many people fall short at this. Like they start wanting to run ads and stuff and they're miles away from even getting this ready. Okay, next we have, by the way, we install all of these for clients. So if you're looking for 1 or 2 of these, 3 of these to be installed, reach out and I'm sure we can install it for your business, depending on, if you qualify. Next, we have Instagram, Facebook, and DM ads. So something like this where, they see the ad, they send a message to your account. It looks a little bit like this. Hey, do you want the free amazing training? They tap yes, and before you know it, you have a DM conversation with these people. Right here, we have another KPI document for reply rates, response rate, how many links sent, a full tracker for this funnel as well. Now, this funnel, it can be very, very beneficial, but for a lot of businesses, like unless you've got the infrastructure and from a sales perspective, it's probably not going to work because you're not going to be good at filtering. The quality might be a low if your authority is not ready. But one thing I will say is these all complement each other. Like if you don't have the profile funnel set up properly, your IGDM ads won't work that well. Moving on, we have the low ticket offer 3 training funnel. Again, this is kind of like the lead magnet funnel, but like if this works in a free training aspect, then I would 100% be turning it into a low ticket offer. For example, this was a £7 product for me. Really simple. What makes it different? Who it's for? What's the problem it solved? And you can see here I was charging £7 for this, one-time payment, lifetime access to the roadmap. And you can see here, straight in, they just purchased the low ticket offer. Next, we have the live webinar and challenge funnel. So you can see here, this is the PT salary challenge that I done a little while ago. Coming down here, you can see the form to fill it in. You can see the confirmation where they have to add it to their calendar, both days that we ran. And again, SOPs here. Don't know why it's not shown yet. It might just be waiting to load. There you go. We have, the opt-in pages, the follow-ups for this, like what to email, when to launch it, when to, get people to register, any affiliates that you can get for this live webinar or challenge funnel. We have it all. And of course, lead form ads, which is one of the most common ways of doing it, where they don't send you a message, but that can be one of the CTAs, but they opt in by filling in a lead form ad where they give some information here, and then you can then take them somewhere else. Loads of stuff you can do with that. This can be a very, very, very good funnel if you've got the back end set up pretty well. So that's all 10 of them. For us, that's exactly what we do. We install it, done for your acquisition, custom built AI solutions around this, paid acquisition partner, end-to-end ad setup and full ads management. We build and run this full system. You just deliver the service. And actually for these 10 funnels, we've got a partnership model where we profit from the funnels as a revenue share. Very, very few people can qualify for it, but I love it because it allows us to put our money where our mouth is. Like if we build a funnel, then we're incentivized to make it work even better because we get a revenue share from it. You win, I win, which is amazing. But honestly, I've been to ClickFunnels, I've paid for the full thing. I paid for some amazing mentors in the space, coaches, consultants, agency owners, and they never steer you away from any of this, if I'm quite honest. It's always one of these or a combination of these. So if you want this full Miro board, DM me on Instagram and I'll give you the full Miro board. If you can't find me on Instagram, then I'm sorry, you might be lost in business because I'm very easy to find. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Speak soon.